football is full of stories that blend expectation, emotion, and surprise. And when we talk about Federico Chiesa, we're looking at a plot that feels straight out of a Hollywood script, but with a dash of uncertainty and plenty of unanswered questions. Signed by Liverpool for a bargain fee around £12.5 million last summer, the Italian forward arrived at Anfield with high hopes from the Reds faithful. However, his journey so far has been marked by limited minutes on the pitch, growing doubts, and a constant search for an opportunity to shine. Now, with the summer transfer window fast approaching, a big question looms: will Chiesa stay at Liverpool or seek new horizons? When Federico Chiesa's name first started circulating behind the scenes at Liverpool, fans were excited. After all, we're talking about a player who proved his worth at Juventus and with the Italian national team, playing a key role in Italy's Euro 2020 triumph. At just 27 years of age, Chiesa is still in his prime both technically and physically, making him an almost foolproof signing to strengthen Liverpool's attack. On paper, everything looked perfect: young, talented, experienced, and cheap. Yes, cheap! In a market where transfers regularly soar beyond €100 million, paying just over £12 million for a forward of Chiesa's caliber felt like finding a diamond in a forgotten mine. But as the saying goes, what looks great on paper doesn't always translate to success on the pitch. Since his arrival, Chiesa has struggled to cement a place in the starting 11. Under manager Arne Slot, the forward has been given very few chances to showcase his talent. The right flank, Chiesa's natural position, has been dominated by none other than Mohamed Salah, one of the Premier League's greatest players in recent years. With Salah in unstoppable form, Chiesa found himself confined to the bench or to less important fixtures. For a player used to being a protagonist, this lack of opportunities has been nothing short of frustrating. Although Chiesa has publicly expressed his desire to stay at Liverpool, he's also made it clear that he longs for more time on the pitch. "I'm happy here, but I want to play," he said in a recent interview. It's a subtle yet direct message to the club to reconsider his situation. After all, at 27, he knows he still has plenty to offer and needs regular football to maintain his competitive edge. This is where Napoli enters the picture, the reigning Serie A champions and one of the clubs most strongly linked with a possible move for Chiesa. Under Antonio Conte's leadership, Napoli are looking to bolster their squad after losing Kvaratskhelia to Paris Saint-Germain during the January transfer window. The Georgian's departure has left a significant gap in Napoli's attack, and Chiesa has emerged as a viable option to fill that void. However, not everyone is convinced that Chiesa is the right fit for Napoli. Nicola Amoruso, former Serie A star and respected pundit, has been openly critical of the potential signing. "Look man, I favor players who have already been tested in Italy and are a guaranteed success," Amoruso told TMW Radio. "He beats his man, scores goals, provides assists, he'd make a difference for Napoli too, and I believe Conte knows this. I see Chiesa as a big question mark, he would be a massive gamble, and Napoli needs certainty." These words echo a lingering doubt surrounding Chiesa. Does he still have the spark needed to be a decisive player for a top club? Or was his lack of consistency at Liverpool simply a reflection of the circumstances? Despite the criticism and lack of regular playing time, there are those who argue that Liverpool should give Chiesa another chance. Firstly, because he cost the club relatively little, meaning the financial risk is minimal. Even if he fails to meet expectations, Liverpool would likely recover the investment through a future sale. Moreover, Chiesa is still young and has the potential to develop further, especially if given regular opportunities. Another crucial factor is Liverpool's looming blockbuster signing of Florian Wirtz, the young sensation from Bayer Leverkusen. To balance the books, the club may need to offload some of its more expensive forwards, such as Darwin Núñez or Luis Diaz. Compared to them, Chiesa represents a far more affordable option with greater potential for growth. There's also something to be said for giving players time to adapt. Chiesa arrived at Liverpool during a transitional period, both for himself and for the club. He was returning from a serious knee injury and needed time to rediscover his rhythm. At the same time, Liverpool were undergoing tactical changes under Arne Slot, which may have further complicated Chiesa's integration into the squad. Regardless of what happens this summer, one thing is certain: Federico Chiesa still has plenty to offer football. Whether at Liverpool, Napoli, or elsewhere, he possesses the skill and mentality needed to become a decisive player once again. The question is whether he'll be given the opportunity to prove it soon. For Liverpool supporters, the decision to keep or sell Chiesa is a delicate one. On the one hand, the club could choose to give the Italian another chance, banking on his potential and low initial cost. On the other, the pressure for immediate results could push the club towards more lucrative sales, like Nunez or Diaz. As for Napoli, signing Chiesa would be a risky move, but one full of potential. He could be the difference maker the team needs to fight for the Serie A title again, especially under Antonio Conte, a manager known for getting the absolute best out of his players. However, as Amoruso pointed out, Napoli need guarantees, and Chiesa remains a question mark. Federico Chiesa is a player who sparks passion and debate. He has the talent, experience and youth to be a major name in European football, but his recent journey raises questions about his ability to adapt to new challenges. Whatever the next chapter of his career holds, one thing is clear: Chiesa still has a lot to prove, and with the right opportunity, he can become the protagonist everyone hopes he will be. So, what's your opinion? Should Chiesa stay at Liverpool and fight for his place? Or should he move on and try his luck at another club, like Napoli? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I'm curious to know what you think. And while Federico Chiesa's future remains shrouded in mystery, another bombshell seems ready to explode in the football world. Rumors suggest that not only Chiesa, but also Darwin Nunez, could be on the verge of sealing shock deals with a major Italian club. Will Arne Slot be able to hold on to his stars, or will he watch his squad crumble under pressure? To find out how this story could shake Liverpool's plans even further, click the card on the side and check out all the hot details of this explosive transfer saga. See you there.